Robo las miradas siempre al pasar, quemando llantitas por el bulevar. Recuerdo en Nogales lo que nos pasó.
Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last clip I put out for you guys where we're doing the tubs on the truck. I know quality wise, and I wasn't really recording much of it. It's just some things are just hard to do at the same time while recording. So hopefully you guys understand. I try to give the most info I could in the video, but if you guys got any questions, just let me know down below. Like I said, I'll be happy to help you guys out with anything I can. I told you guys in the last clip I was going to take everything back apart, which I already did. It's probably the 10th time I take it apart this week, and hopefully it's the last. So the reason for taking everything apart again is we're going to be doing the firewall tub. I bought this kit, I want to say 5 months ago, and haven't even opened the package yet. So hopefully everything's in there. Hopefully we're not missing anything, because if we are, it'll probably be too late to report it now. So cross our fingers. But anyways, for those of you that don't know what the firewall tub is, it's basically when we move our firewall back a couple inches, just in case you guys are having like rubbing issues. It kind of eliminates that problem, because it's just easier to show you guys here. So the firewall is this piece right there, that whole chingadera. So you can see where I've been rubbing. Already took off the paint. So what we're going to be doing is moving that firewall back a little bit more, a couple inches, so we can eliminate this rubbing issue. Because if you're low, I mean, I'm not really that low. It's only 4 inches in the front. I'm not really that low, but you can still see when I did have 24s, it was rubbing. So the only way you're going to need this firewall tub is if you're really low and you're running big wheels. So at one point I was running 24s and it was rubbing, like I said, you can see there. So pretty much what we're going to be doing is just moving everything back. But when you do this, you do have to eliminate your e-brake, because your e-brake sits like around right here right now. So you will need to eliminate that. There's no way around it. When I did the disc brakes in the rear, I told you guys I wasn't going to hook up the e-brake cable because I already knew we were going to be doing this. So that's going to need to come off. So let me get started on this package, opening it, and show you guys. Alright guys, so I already went ahead and got started on this just because, I'm running out of daylight here, but pretty much just going to go over real quick what I've done so far. So the instructions for first step, you got to go inside your truck and pull back the carpet, remove some kick panels. As you can see there, we got the carpet pulled back. You want to get any wiring out of the way. They recommend zip tying it, so that way, it don't go back, and when you're doing your cutting, you don't want to cut any of that. So I'm gonna end up zip tying it right now. Did that to the passenger side over there too. They also want you to remove your e-brake. As I told you guys before, e-brake gets eliminated. It's pretty simple to do. 3 bolts in the ground, and then obviously your wire that runs through your rear brakes. I got everything already right here. But other than that, I already started measuring here. So originally you got like a pinch weld, a lip that hangs over, I want to say 1/2 inch. So you do need to cut that flush with the body, so your measurements are a little bit accurate. After that, you're going to want to get this part and line it up with this right here. There we go. So that right there, you can see my line matches up with this. And then you just want to trace it out all the way down, and that's pretty much it for that. And now for this panel that's going to be replacing that one right there, they want you to measure it. So this one measures 9 inches, but they want you to take off 1/2 inch so it hangs over on this side. So when you go to tack it, you got something to tack onto or weld onto, whatever. So you're gonna do that for top and bottom. So like I said, 9 inches, you're gonna be marking it down for 8.5. So instead of going 9 inches, you're gonna be going 8.5. So you can have that 1/2 inch to weld over on this side when you get ready to tack that on. And then for the bottom, it's gonna be a different measurement, 10 inches. So you're gonna go 9.5 down there or whatever. Kind of hard to do, but you guys get the point. And then the way you get your measurement right here for this little corner right there, you're gonna measure 2.5 from that bottom bolt, 2.5, and you kind of just use a straight edge or something, whatever works best for you. Kind of match up the lines, kind of like a puzzle, you know. But for the passenger side, pretty much the same thing. Really got that one marked too. There was also a pinch weld seam right here I had to get rid of. So just cut them down, make them flush. And you can see down there I got 2 lines, because the bottom line is what the piece, that's the filler plate, that's what it actually measures. But then I went up 1/2 inch, like I said. You want to leave a little bit of wiggle room in case you have to go back and cut some more. So yeah, just be really careful. Measure a lot of times. I would say twice, but you know, this is a big step. Once you start cutting, you know, there's no going back. So I do recommend measuring as many times as you can and get it right the first time, because once you start cutting, there ain't no going back. So let me get started cutting on the driver's side and see if we don't mess up this thing. Alright, Taquacho, so it's pretty much a rough cut right now. Still got to go over it, clean it up a little bit. But that's pretty much what you're looking for right there. By all means, I'm no expert at this. My first time doing this. That's most of the things I do on this channel. But from the looks of the instructions down there, that kind of looks like what, you know, they have down there. So I think we're on the right track. Like I said, undercut. That way, if you have to cut some more, you can. Now we're gonna go ahead and place these pieces up there. I already did, and you can see it already has a bend to it, because when you put it up there, it's straight, but you gotta kind of bend it so it can match the cab right there, that little angle. So it's pretty simple. Let me clean that up a little bit, and then we'll start welding that sucker in. So alright guys, so this is somewhat of a finished product right now. I'm just letting the primer dry up a little bit more. I'm going to put some paint over it. But it got real messy with the seam sealer. You can see it kind of got everywhere. That stuff is very sticky. Some still on my hand. So I would recommend some gloves when applying that. But anyways, you can see where the firewall used to be right here. And it got pushed back, I don't know, anywhere from 6 to 8 inches. So I think that'll do the job right there. I was only able to tack it like the instructions say. I know some people like to weld it all the way around. I wish I could have done that, but my welder was acting up. So I was only able to tack it every 1/2 inch, drop a tack or a bead, whatever you want to call it. And also did the same thing on the inside to make it more sturdy. This thing ain't going nowhere. But yeah, I would say patience is the key. Don't get desperate. I got desperate a couple of times. I had to kind of take a break. So if you start getting desperate, you know, just take a break. But yeah, if just take your time on it. You don't want to overcut. Now I'll take you over to the passenger side. All right, and the passenger side, I'm not done yet. I just finished tacking this on there. I still got to work on the side filler piece, but let me show you guys so you guys can get a good idea. So this was the piece I cut out. You can see where the firewall was at. Something like that. So now, like I said, it's probably anywhere from 6 to 8 inches pushed to back. And this stuff bends real easy. So what I did, I'm using a little 2x4, kind of between the control arm and the piece itself. I'm kind of forcing it in there so it kind of has that bend. So, little stuff like that will help you out. But yeah, let me start welding this one away, and I'll get back with you guys. All right, guys. So I didn't really want to show you guys this, but it is what it is, I guess. I told you guys my welder was acting up, so didn't really want you guys to see any of that because it looks like crap. But I do got to get a new welder. I'm just using a 110 welder from eBay. Bought it a couple years back, But I mean, so far it's working. But as you can see, not the best. But anyways, remember what I told you guys? Always measure several times before you do your cut. I kind of overcut it right there. It's nothing big. It's just a little, I guess, little crack. What I'm gonna end up doing right now there is kind of hammering both of those pieces together. See if I can get them any closer and weld it across. So it should work. But anyways, just wanted to give you guys a rough idea of how it looks before I drop the seam sealer. You can see it pushed it back quite a bit. But yeah, don't judge the welds, guys. I know I need a new welder. I mean, I'm no professional welder, but I mean, I can do a lot better than this if it was a gas welder. I'm just using flex core, so it's kind of all over the place. But anyways, let me get to seam seal this and hopefully drop some paint, and I'll show you guys the results. Alright, you guys, so this is the final result we got. It's kind of just painted over right now. Just don't want it to rust up or anything like that, but I'm trying to match the color of the truck, which is white. But anyways, that's what we got. I know it looks hideous because of the seam sealer. Kind of got everywhere. And not only that, that stuff is just real tacky, real sticky, real hard to work with. So I'm still trying to get the hang of it. And believe it or not, this side actually looks better than the driver's side over there. So just want to show you guys how far I pushed it back. Trying to give you guys a better view, all around view, but it's just hard. Let me show you guys the driver's side. So that's for the driver's side. This is how it looks like. I know it looks pretty hideous. Told you guys it looked worse, but that was my fault. I put the seam sealer under, and for some reason I decided to put a second layer under. And when I started spreading it, I started, deforming and doing all that stuff you guys see right there. So that was probably my fault, and I'm pretty sure it probably would have been good with just one layer, but me thinking it would probably be a lot better to put two. That's what I got. So that was probably my fault. And yeah, just wanted to give you guys a view of this side. You can see we should be able to clear some big wheels now. 24s for sure. Excuse the neighbor right there. But yeah, just want to give you guys a view. It's hard to do so because I'm in my driveway, so it's like pretty hard to get a good angle, but you guys get the point. Alright guys, so that's gonna be all for today's video. I do apologize. I know it was all over the place. Just trying to show you guys, if you guys are looking to do this yourself, what you're gonna be running into and what you're gonna be, looking forward to, I guess. My point of view, I like doing this stuff. I like working on my truck. I like learning new things. So for me, I know how to do a little bit of welding. I know how to use, I guess, certain tools that that you need or it's required to use on this project. So to me, it's all fun. I like learning new things, like I said. But if you guys want to know if I recommend it to somebody, unless you know what you're doing with tools and you know how to do a little bit of welding, go for it. Otherwise, just take it to somebody else because it is critical. You're cutting into the cab, and it's pretty much, your truck. So, that's my point of view. You guys do whatever you guys want. I just wanted to give you guys a good idea of what you're going to be running into when doing this thing. So, with that being said, if you guys got any questions, drop a comment down below. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. I know camera-wise too, I want to talk about that camera-wise, like quality. I know it's not the best. I should be getting a camera here in the next, next couple weeks, maybe a month. Hopefully videos are a little better, because right now I'm just recording on my phone. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I do want to give a huge shout out to the people that subscribed to the channel recently. Big thanks to you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, like I said, give it a thumbs up. And any questions, drop them down below. Peace.
Robo las miradas siempre al pasar, quemando llantitas por el bulevar. Recuerdo en Nogales lo que nos pasó.